Hello, today I'm going to talk about creating drama in the language classroom using fairy tales, pop culture, and cartoons. This combines an active learning method with the communicative approach to teach English as a second language. First, let's ask the question, what is drama? Well, drama is acting. Drama is doing. Drama is feeling. And drama is communicating. That's why this is a communicative approach to teaching English in the language classroom. Next, to truly understand the benefits of using drama in the language classroom, we should review a couple of the benefits of using a communicative approach to teaching English as a second language or a foreign language. As Douglas Brown says, long-lasting effects occur only when the learner has the opportunities to hear and use the target structure in communication. Using drama in the language classroom offers that opportunity to students. Second, language learning is more effective when it involves real communication acts. Unlike using textbooks with exercises 1, 2, 3, 4 that may not be meaningful for students, using drama in the classroom is more effective because it does involve real communicative acts. As language teachers, we're given textbooks to use in the classroom. However, sometimes those textbooks become a little mundane or boring, not only for us but for the students. So we seek out new activities to make our lessons more interesting, both for us and for our students. One of those activities is using drama in the classroom. Why should we use drama to teach English as a second language or English as a foreign language? Well, here are some reasons. First of all, it's fun. It's really fun. And it's meaningful. Third, there's a focus on pronunciation. Teaching drama in the classroom helps develop self-expression for students. It also breaks the monotony. Using drama in the classroom is not boring. It's fun. It's really fun. It's fun for the teachers and it's fun for the students. Now, although using drama in the classroom may be fun, it's important to look at some more academic reasons for using drama to teach English as a second language. First, it uses an inductive approach to teaching. You're not teaching grammatical concepts specifically. You're not focusing strictly on pronunciation. You're not teaching new vocabulary specifically. Students will learn new vocabulary and learn grammatical structures by doing. This is an inductive approach to teaching. Next, using drama involves TPR, total physical response. As students use certain skits and act out certain skits, they're using their whole body and actions to communicate. That's total physical response. For example, if the skit says something like, "Give me the golden crown," the student will hand the golden crown to another actor in the classroom drama. This is total physical response. Next, using drama in the classroom increases motivation for students because it can be interesting and fun. The more interesting the lesson is for students, the more interesting the use of language is for students, the more motivated they will be to use the new target language. It also provides opportunities to use language embedded in context. Embedded in context means what they are saying in the skit or the drama scene that they are performing has context. They're acting this out and it has meaning. It is not just a sentence with a question or a blank in a textbook. In addition, as students use drama in the classroom, they are given the chance to use language in operation. Furthermore, they have the opportunity for deep processing of language, as new vocabulary and new grammatical structures are introduced to them through a script or practicing a dramatical scene in the classroom. They have the opportunity to use visual clues and audio clues to deep process that new language, those new words, the new grammatical structures. Another excellent academic reason for using drama in the classroom is it promotes collaborative learning. Since drama is several students together performing a skit, they are working together and collaborating. As they collaborate, they are learning together. This is basically the definition of collaborative learning. Finally, using drama in the classroom is very memorable. Not just from memorizing lines, but it's a memorable experience, things they can remember for years to come. As a teacher, you may be asking, well, using drama in the classroom all sounds good, but what kind of skits or plays should I use? Well, remember, using drama in the classroom should be fun, so why don't you let your students choose what they like and what they understand. Perhaps your students like certain cartoons on TV, certain animation characters, or certain animation. Well, they could use those characters to make their own skit, or they could borrow something from TV. Perhaps your students like fairy tales. Oh, wow, fairy tales are fantastic. And later I will tell you some websites where you can get skits to fairy tales that your students probably know. Or maybe your students like stories such as Aesop's Fables. Well, those are readily available and can also be turned into skits for the classroom. And the bottom line is, try to find out what your students like and what they understand and choose that. Here are some steps for using drama in the classroom. Begin with storyboards in a video. You can find videos to many fairy tales or Aesop's Fables online on YouTube or other video websites. Or you can make your storyboards, have your students draw the storyboards, or you and your students can draw the storyboards together. Second, explain the vocabulary from the script that the students may not know. Go over any new vocabulary with the students to help them understand more about the story that they will be turning into a drama for the classroom performance. Third, get students to retell the story. This will help them become more familiar with the story and more prepared to start rehearsing the drama. Fourth, have students write a script. This is optional. When your students are familiar with the story, it's time to write the script. Or, better yet, instead of writing a script, you can find a script online. I recommend the website kidsincode.com. That website has many scripts from fairy tales and stories that your students may be familiar with. They're easily downloadable, or you can copy and print them so students can practice their lines, memorize their lines, and perform in class. Now, let's use Cinderella as an example of the steps for creating drama in the classroom. First, show your students a Cinderella video. Here's a link to a YouTube video of Cinderella. You can show your students this or any other video of the Cinderella story. After that, find a volunteer or several volunteers to retell the story. It might be best to make a storyboard from screenshots of the video and have them retell the story from that. Here's an example. As you can see, this example has 6 screenshots. The screenshots also come with vocabulary that the students probably need to know to retell the story. Once they understand the vocabulary and look at the screenshots, students can either individually or take turns retelling the story. Once the students have practiced retelling the story, you can ask them what will happen next. Show them a picture from the story and ask them what will happen next. Depending on how much time you have and how much effort your students want to put into memorizing the script, an alternative might be to print out the script and have your students read it in class instead of memorizing all their lines. This is one way to focus on pronunciation and also reading out loud. However, it's a whole lot more fun if they can take some time, try to memorize their lines, and act out the whole performance in front of the rest of the class. Once the performance is over, comes a more difficult task for the teacher, and that is the assessment. Often, as teachers, we have to give grades, specific grades or points. That grade or those points are the way we tell students how well they've done. Well, that can be very difficult in an assignment like this. Basically, assessment here can be performance-based assessment. Performance-based assessment is a way for English learners to demonstrate their newly acquired knowledge of the language as well as their progress in developing their communicative skills. Although it provides useful feedback as formative assessment, some teachers still may ask how to assess or give a grade for students' skits. If that is the case, teachers may want to consider the following. If students have fun and practice the second language in a meaningful situation, do they really need to have the pressure of being ranked or graded? Any summative evaluation that involves a grade should include a goal. For example, the use of target vocabulary, key pronunciation points, or the use of specific grammatical structures. Students should be aware of exactly how an instructor will evaluate them. This is easily accomplished by using an inclusive rubric to grade the students performing the drama in the classroom. Well, here are some links to resources that you might find helpful if you choose to create drama in your language learning classroom. I hope you do, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. We'd appreciate it. Also, be sure to visit our website, www.eslresourcebank.com.